Well, howdy, America. There's a few things I'd like to say to all the American people on behalf of the American People's Liberty Party. One thing I'd like to say is, I'm really ashamed of our Congress. They're fighting tooth and nail on things and getting nothing done. Just like they were before the last election in November. While the American people are suffering. For example, they want to release 10% of the national oil reserve into the market to help bring down prices. And they said it would start like in the summertime. Why don't they right now remove the 14 cents a gallon tax on the damn gallon of gasoline? And that'll help immediately. And encourage the states to do the same thing. States charge a hell of a lot of money on each gallon of gas. And number two, I think Senator King, I think he's a senator, is going to have a hearing tonight on Islam to see what's going on with Islamophobia in America. And I think that's a good thing, because he might turn up something that we don't know about. My philosophy is that Islam is really a cult. I, for one, would not get down on the floor and bang my head on the floor with 100 other guys bowing to some cruddy old imam yelling Allah Akbar. I believe that God lives in my head. So I don't need to go to no temple or no church. So that religion is very foreign to America. And we don't like it. Take it home. Go back to your newly forming democratic republics and practice that religion there. There's no longer any reason to run to America to escape oppression. Because now your brave fellow Muslims are liberating your countries. Go back there and help them. And leave us the hell alone. I noticed that Bernie Sanders of Vermont, an independent, is pushing for Medicare for everyone, and that's great. I don't think he'll get anywhere with the Republicans who want to keep their buddies who run health programs or health insurance companies to keep them greased with money. So it seems to me like, our Congress is really screwed up. And maybe they should all be recalled. Just recall them all and start over again, for God's sake. Put in people as representatives and as senators who are for the American people. Because right now it seems like, especially the Republican Party, is against the people. They want to screw the people at every turn. Look at what's happening in Wisconsin and other states like that. They're trying to break up the unions. That's wrong. That's really wrong. That's criminal. So that's why the American People's Liberty Party exists. We want the good senators from either party to come join the American People's Liberty Party. We want the good congressmen from either party to come join the American People's Liberty Party. And let's start doing things for the people. Let's start charging the corporations and billing them for the income tax they've avoided over the last few years. Like they're supposed to pay 35%, they've been getting away with only paying 11%. Let's bill them for all those years for the amount that they didn't pay. The same with Wall Street. I understand that somehow they're getting away with not paying taxes. Bill them, send them a bill. Have the Treasury Department or the IRS send them a damn bill. Then I heard that there were, I was watching RizCon on, I think it's Al Jazeera TV or something like that, Link TV. He said there's 50,000 Muslim doctors in America right now working and treating Americans. I want those 50,000 doctors to go back to those countries that are having revolutions and help them people. I think your days are over here, and we don't need you We've got a lot of people graduating out of medical schools that are going to need jobs. And you're taking them. So go home. And on the other hand, I salute all the brave, proud Muslims that are having these revolutions and fighting these dictators and bringing them down. That's terrific. That's great. When they form democracies, hopefully, they'll put in a constitution just like we have. And they'll be like America. As long as they don't have a bunch of crazy radical Republicans trying to hurt the people like we have right now. But that's not going to last. The people's eyes are open now. We're going to get rid of all those Republicans. We're going to recall them. And if we haven't had enough time to recall them by 2012, we're going to vote them out. That's democracy. Now, for all you school teachers who are now under the threat of losing your jobs, well, you just have to shut down the schools, I guess. You have to block them, hand in hand, bring the school, and don't let any other teachers in. Until the state says, oh, okay, we'll pay you, and blah, blah, blah. Like there was a guy in the Madison, Wisconsin state capitol last night who said, you know, block all the stairways, block all the doors. Don't let these legislators in to conduct their business. They're supposed to be conducting business for the people, but they're conducting business against the people. So they're un-American. And they should be booted out. They should be suspended. Can you suspend a state legislator or the entire body of it? Can you suspend them? If you can, do it. Get a judge to say, hey, the state legislative body of Wisconsin is now suspended. But what I see is I think that the Republicans are inviting a taxpayers' revolt. You know, people aren't stupid. When you pay your taxes on your home, those taxes are supposed to support the schools. Correct? Now, if there are no schools, no classes being conducted, and nobody's being paid, then maybe the homeowners are going to say, hey, you know, we're not going to pay our homeowners tax this year. You get your stuff straightened out, and then we'll continue paying. They might even be inviting an income taxpayers' revolt. So I think the Republicans, they need to get their heads examined to see what the hell they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. And that's where the American People's Liberty Party comes in. We know what's right and we know what's wrong. And we know the Republicans are being wrong. I used to be a Republican because I believed maybe one day I would become a millionaire, you know. Well, I think it's a little late now. And it's probably late for a lot of people. And so we need a society in which the seniors are taken care of, their COLAs are not stolen 2 years in a row. Who did that? Did Obama put up some kind of a law or something that says don't pay the seniors for their COLAs? Or was it the Republicans who said that? You know, I'm not sure. But it's wrong. These COLAs should be paid. We're having inflation. Look at the price of gasoline, the price of food. Food goes up because the truckers have to pay more money for their fuel. And we definitely have inflation. In Mexico, they've had inflation for the last 3 years. So don't tell me we haven't either. It's the government accounting office that is lying. Just like the Republicans are lying, saying we're broke. And the state governors are saying we're broke. Broke my ass. Your brains are broke. Pardon my French. So don't forget, this November, write in Thom Hartmann for president. We've drafted him to be our presidential candidate. And we're looking for representatives in each state to be the leaders of the American People's Liberty Party. We already have a few reps in a few states, but we're looking for more. So if you like our party, email us, and I'll put the email under this video. and state that you would like to become a state party leader. And if you don't want to take on the whole state, then say you'd like to be a city party leader. And especially you students in the universities. If the Republicans have their way, they're going to take away your student loans. But the American People's Liberty Party says, we want one tuition-free university in every state. So you university students, you need to get active. Get out and do something. Make bumper stickers. Thom Hartmann for president, American People's Liberty Party, in 2012. Because it looks like to me that the hands of the Democrats are tied, and the Republicans are like the guy with the mustache tying the widow to the train track. You've all seen that funny movie, right? And you know that the guy with the mustache is evil. And so are the Republicans for what they're doing to the American people, under the pretext that we're broke. If we're so broke, why aren't they volunteering their time instead of taking big salaries? Well, I'm just fed up with the whole mess. And the only solution I see is that the American People's Liberty Party wins the White House and straightens out America with Thom Hartmann guiding the party.